Hi, welcome to Family Dungeon. I'm your host and Dungeon Master. There's the family. They're really excited.
I am not excited.
So,
I am.
last time on Family Dungeon, the family made it through 2 encounters, 2 whole fights. No one died. Now, Lucius did actually fall unconscious, but through miraculous rolling of 2 back-to-back D20s, he did survive. So, and that is where we picked up. That is where we left off, and that's where we are going to pick up. That's how I wanted to say that. So, they just finished their fight with the rear guard, who were tougher than they were honestly expecting. So, end of the fight, people are injured. What are they going to do now? They still need to find the Raiders' camp. So,
We keep on
what
searching.
are you going to do now?
Keep on searching.
We should maybe, like we talked about, rest.
Yeah.
Rest.
No rest. No
Do you-
rest.
Short rest.
Do you want to take a short or a long rest?
I vote short rest.
Short rest.
Pretty sure that's what
Rest.
Duskin can heal us more. Okay, you'll be okay.
Do I put all 3 warlock?
So, how much health do we get from a short rest?
You all get 16 hit points. Everybody.
From your prayer of healing
From
thing?
my prayer of healing.
Okay, so you go up 16.
And you also, during a short rest, you can roll your hit die, which is, you have as many as your level. So at this level, 3rd level, you have 3 hit die, and it is your hit die. She's a ranger, I believe, is a die 8.
I don't know about Lucis, but the rest of us have full health.
Alright,
I'm
so
confirmed.
you are still standing within the small little canyon with the 10 to 15 foot rises on either side that run for about 70 feet on one side and 100 feet on the other, with about 8 to 12 cultists, dead bodies lying at your feet. How would you like to proceed?
I say I will just take another check.
Did we already search them?
You searched the stragglers. You had not had time to search this
Alright.
ambush site.
Then I will search that side.
Alright. So you are traveling south. North is that way. So that'd be the eastern side. So go ahead and roll a investigation.
I will also search the bodies, except I will search the one that I killed.
I
As in the
will.
one that
I
I...
remember all of them that you killed.
The
Just
one-
say that you want to search the bodies. That's
I
all.
want to search...
11
Search bodies.
investigation.
I'm going to search the bodies.
Yeah, search
You don't
bodies.
find any treasure whatsoever. These were these raiders, these cultists, were specifically put there to act as a rear guard for the raiders. They were just there to protect. They have nothing beyond a day's rations for each one and their own equipment.
I got a 1.
19.
One,
Yeah.
you find some bodies. They look
19.
kind of beat up
19.
for
Investigation. They all want to investigate
you
now.
found the exact same thing as Ash.
There's nothing.
So, yeah, you're going to find there's not anything here. Nothing special. They don't have anything of interest.
What about
I want to steal one of them's
All right.
armor.
So you should maybe
Do you want to
try...
take the armor of one of them?
Check.
Okay, you have.
Most likely the BA guy.
Just hang on.
What was that?
Most likely the BA
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Sorry.
Lucius, please stop. Howler, what was that?
Most likely the BA guy.
Okay, so you want to take the armor from the veteran. You can do that. You have the armor from the veteran. So that is. You have
Write it
the
down.
veteran's armor. That
Write it down in your notebook.
Oh, you could sell that for a lot of
Wait,
money.
what?
Write it in your notebook what you have now.
Here's armor.
you have. You have split mail, effectively.
I am going to
Stop making weird faces.
I'm going to take.
What are you doing? I was talking
I'm
to her.
gonna take the BA guy's weapons.
Oh, all right, you have one long sword, one short sword, and a heavy crossbow.
Write it down if you're taking it.
Can I take the heavy crossbow and use it? Because that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
shit.
long as you're proficient in it.
Yeah, I'm able to use crossbows.
Okay.
So I got a long sword, a short sword, and a heavy crossbow, right?
Yes, sir.
I
I'm
want
gonna take some first.
I want to fly up and check to see if there's any more stuff.
She wants to track, is what she wants
Alright.
to do. That's what she said
Then
to me.
go ahead and roll a survival check.
So roll your die 20 again. Or you can use one of mine if you'd like.
Survival or perception, whichever one is higher.
Mew's cute little Mew.
They're both 4, so.
Did you say heavy crossbow?
So 22.
22!
You fly up and fly forward for a ways on, a mile or so, and you see no more ambushes. You turn around and come back.
Okay. There are 0 ambushes. I check.
Except you didn't see last time, so I'm not trusting you.
Didn't you get like a 20? Didn't you just get like a 20?
She got a 22.
22.
My character does not know that. My character just knows that she checked before and we got ambushed.
I know there are no ambushers. 0. I check.
Are we going to proceed ahead with caution?
Yes! Yes.
Alright, so. Marching on as the day goes on. It has moved past afternoon, coming into the sun has passed its zenith and it's starting to actually go down now. Hasn't met the horizon yet, but it's getting there. So, as you are moving on, you see. Go ahead and roll a perception check for Howler, Cleek, and Ash. She can clearly see over at Howler.
Say 1, 3. Perception.
Roll it again.
At least it ended with a
Tristan,
3.
stop saying
Vicious.
perception. Roll the 5.
The crossbow.
And plus 4.
9. I got 5.
Tell him.
Okay.
9.
9.
14.
Ash, you see in the distance, still several miles off, you can see what looks like figures walking through the field, almost on the exact same path that you are. And past them, you can see what looks like smoke rising in the distance. Not like a town on fire smoke, more like campfire smoke.
I say we sneak.
Yeah, I agree.
Sneak.
Hey, Lucis, can you stop playing with your phone? And put it down? Because we're actually trying to play here.
Sneak. Tiptoe.
Wait, my bad.
Sneak. Tiptoe.
Alright, we want to sneak.
Sneak.
Alright, everybody go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Ooh, stealth check.
I got +8 in stealth.
If we're still doing this as a group, I just fumbled that.
You got a 1.
20. I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure.
What's 12 plus 8?
20.
4.
16, 17, 18. That's an 18.
Oh, that's an 8 for Dustin.
10.
10.
I rolled a 1.
And you rolled 1, you got 20, and you had 16?
18.
18.
Please.
Okay, as far as you guys know, you're pretty good, but going along, Ash just more focused on the scene in front, the smoke rising up after several hundred yards. Ash's foot catches a mound of something and just falls over. So, and then you look around. If anybody was near, they clearly would have heard. You're not sure if there's anybody watching.
I will check on Mom, see if there's any. I'm just going to check what grabbed
Make a
Mom.
perception.
Then roll a perception check.
I'm gonna see what grabbed
Perception
Mom.
check.
Percep.
17.
I'm gonna check what's.
2. Perception.
Well, perception check.
Perception.
You want sparkly anymore? You want?
Perception plus 0, that's a 17.
So 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6.
This one.
That's an 8.
18. 8.
No,
Dude.
he's.
You can see that you said 17 perception.
8. Yeah, I said 17. He has 18.
You can see that further on,
Just let them-
some of the figures that you caught up to a little bit more while sneaking turned and noticed that you're back there, but give very little care. Yes, very little care to that somebody's behind them. They just look back, acknowledge, hand up, and they continue on their way south, secure in their notion that you're not an enemy of theirs. As you continue on, you come to a plateau of sorts. What you see is a hollow, a rocky plateau that is shaped roughly like a horseshoe. So the sides rise up to about 150 feet all the way around, and it goes all the way back in circles all the way around. And the entrance, as you come up onto it, you can see that from the south you have it dips down and goes across. To the north is raised up, and to the east is also raised up. The only way to get in without having to make a 150-foot climb down is you have to fork off into the west, down a slight hill incline, and then you come into the horse-shaped hollow.
I say I would just peck there with my beak.
You could fly down into it,
More
but
interesting.
it's a big like hole.
Yes, I say yes. Me say yes.
Oh, the 150 climb would be nothing for Mom.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, what?
I will do it.
Ash could easily.
I will go down the humongous hole.
It is not a humongous hole, it is a hollow. It stretches about 300 to 600 feet in some places across.
I will fly up into the horseshoe thingy,
Down?
wherever it is. Yes, fly down.
I don't think she's understanding the description.
So, family,
Horseshoe.
Hey,
Hello.
listen to Dad.
look over here. You are walking on this plane. And the hollow that you have found drops down 150 feet down, stretches about 300 to 600 feet in some places, and then rises back up 150 feet off to the other side. It is a horseshoe shape, which means this drop down is all in here, but if you go to the west, you can go down the incline and go inside.
Inside.
Oh.
Inside.
Okay, Howler, Cleek, thank you.
So what I was gonna do was I was gonna try to maybe jump down and use my burning hands under me to try and float with the fire and land, possibly. Is that even possible?
Do we have to go inside
Okay.
this?
So, I probably didn't describe this enough. As you see this, This is where the raiders have made their encampment.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
There you go.
I'm like, why would we go down here? Okay, that's clear now. Okay, so we need to sneak down into here.
So-
I don't
Please
want
stop.
to jump in on burning hands.
So as you come up onto this, what you're seeing is that this is where the raiders have made their encampment. The group that was in front of you went off to the west, down the incline, and you can see that they're making their way around and into this hollow. So, is there anything that you would like to do?
I
Where
want
would you
to
like
go
to go?
inside.
We should probably scout it out first before we just go charging in.
Me
Heck no.
check it.
charging
Me
in.
fly up and
Is it dark now?
It is getting later into the evening.
me fly up
It is
and
about
check it.
5, 6 o'clock at night.
So it's
Me,
not dark yet.
me fly and me check it. Me check.
Or we could send Senior Rogue to sneak in and scout it out. You don't have to get to do everything, okay? He's sneaky. Scout it out, figure out if this is the group we're actually looking for.
We can both do it.
See if you can find any information about the best way to attack if this is the group we're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Mia.
too.
I'll do it.
He's the sneaky one.
Me
It's his
want
turn to
Alright.
please stop.
So is the rest of the group going to hang out and wait?
Well,
Are there any trees anywhere nearby?
Yeah, there's brushes and boulders along the edge. You can see on the south, eastern, and northern side, there are trees and bushes.
I'm gonna go.
There are more trees on the northern side than there are on the southern.
I'm gonna hide around the back area of Horseshoe where no one really goes, and make a little fire.
It's very large, honey.
You want to go to the eastern side?
Yeah, and hide behind a couple of trees and maybe build a little.
All right, then go ahead and we'll say you're over there.
I'm not going very far from the entrance path because
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to be where he can get to us quickly.
Me?
All right, so
No,
that would
him.
be you
He's
guys
sneaking
came from
in.
the southern side, so you guys stay on the southern side.
Yes.
Take up a
Just find like a
Spot to hide.
semi-hidden area, bushes or something.
I'm gonna stay up in the higher areas. I'm gonna stay up on top of the Horseshoe so that when
That's where
we
I'm
go,
staying at.
so when we
nobody
go,
has
so
said
if we
that they're
go-
going down yet.
So if we go into battle,
I'll go down.
I can be like your guys' archer.
I'll go
Because
down.
my Eldritch Blast
I'm
fires
going down.
freakishly far.
Okay. Howler, how are you going? Are you gonna go try to through the front entrance? Are you gonna climb down 150 feet into the bowl?
I'm gonna climb down.
Okay, so you're going to make the climb down. Go ahead and roll me a athletics check.
You're smacking him in the head with your head. Honey, you're just staring at it. Roll your die.
I already did.
What'd you roll?
You rolled 17.
I rolled a 16.
You rolled a 16? 22 then. No. Athletics?
He rolled a 17.
Is it athletics or acrobatics? What is he?
Athletics.
He rolled a 17?
Mhm.
Then 16 is what he gets because he got -1.
Okay. Are you gonna try to go down stealthily?
Yeah.
Then go ahead and roll a stealth check as well.
Well, that's gonna be easy because he has +8.
9 plus 8.
17.
17.
17.
So you make the climb down fairly well. You don't loose any boulders or rocks to tumble down. So as you come down, you're coming down just to the east of a group of tents. Looking at these tents, they are crudely made. There's a rotten smell coming off of them that smells like some discarded food and flesh that has been left out. Looking at the tents, they're crudely made of animal hides and some thatched wood together. And you can see what looks to be little kobolds scurrying around. outside of them. Is a group, and these tents are circular in shape, about anywhere from 10 to 15 feet in diameter. And there is a cluster of about 5 of them all together.
We do not know about this.
So I'll go to the group and tell them.
You can walk up to the group of kobolds. Okay.
No! I'm gonna go to my friends and tell them.
I'm all the way at the west. We're not gonna be
Okay,
able to-
that is that's where you came down. That's a very small portion of this entire hollow. Like I said, it is about 1,000 feet long and anywhere from 600 to 700 feet wide in any one area. You came down to a very small section.
You're supposed to be scouting out the whole place, but
If you want to climb back up, you can.
I'll check more about the
Hey,
place.
wait, since I'm pretty high up, can't I scout?
You're 150 feet up on the ledge. You can look, yes.
Is there... Wait, I'll check and see if there's any tent that there's no one in.
All right. In the small little cluster that you are right next to?
I'll check it too.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a perception check, and I'll let you know if anybody's in there.
do you want to take a break for a second? You can go take a
My
break.
perception's too.
Gives that 16.
I got 16.
16. Most of the tents are occupied right now. Some of the kobolds are around. They seem to be bandaging themselves up. They seem very delighted in whatever's going on. They're speaking in a language that you do not understand. And you look around most of the camp and you see it is celebratory in nature. Most people, you hear, ah, woo-hoo. You see people that, slapping each other on the backs. There seems to be a very happy mood throughout the entire camp.
I'll try seeing what's making them so happy.
Okay, you would have to find out some information. From where you're standing, from what you can see, you cannot see any one thing that would be making them happy. Lucius, you said you wanted to look. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Ah, shoot. Uh, 16.
16. From where you are standing on the southern edge of this howl, you can see that to the west there is a guard tower sitting on the lower section of this howl. You can see that there are some tents near them. You can see the tent cluster where Howler just climbed down. Across from that, you can see another cluster of about 4 tents. This one is about 200 feet away. And then there's a slight slope up into this howl, up into another section where you can see more clusters of tents, about another 3 to 4 clusters of tents. These ones seem to be nicer in nature. And then in the far back of the howl, all the way to the eastern side, you see one large tent that stands alone and doesn't have another tent near it for another 75 feet, anywhere near it. You can also see a small outshoot from the howl on the northern side that seems to be almost like a small little canyon outshoot. You also see several caves within this horseshoe encampment, and you see a second guard tower that is on the northeast side. That's not all the way up 150 feet, but there is a ledge that is about 100 feet up from the bottom of this howl, and that is where this guard tower sits.
How exactly far is this big tent away from me? How far is it exactly?
From where you are currently standing, about 400 feet straight out, and then 150 feet down.
Yeah, it's on the opposite side,
So
right?
it's roughly 700 feet away from you.
So I'm gonna run to the side that it's on. Like stealthily run to the side that it's on.
Okay, you can do that. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
That's 17.
As far as you know, you are hidden.
So I'm going to. Well, that's not a very good sign. You're rolling your dice. That's not a good sign. I will run over to the side that the tent is on, and I will. Now, how far is it exactly from
Well,
me?
if you were to get over it where it's directly in front of you and straight down, it's 150 feet down, and then there is about a 50-foot gap from the back wall. So it's about maybe 200, 220 feet away from you.
I am too, so I can do that.
Howler, you're still down on the bottom ground.
I've been watching Derek, and I will go see what's making.
If you can watch him, then I need a perception check to see if you can even beat his stealth.
18.
17.
No, 18.
You roll an 18, well then you got a 17 because it's a -1.
Yeah.
Oh, 17.
Yeah, you were able to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Ash, are you doing anything special here?
Definitely the end of my turn.
Can I see where he went down?
Yes. You were fairly close to him when he.
Then I will just sit
climbed
and
down.
keep an eye to make sure that he's not being spotted by anyone.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
It smells so yummy. It smells so yummy.
16.
You see, there are many people coming into the camp. More and more bodies, raiders that were coming from a slightly more circumventive trail that you guys didn't take, are coming into the camp now. And everybody down there, you can hear, while you're standing there, you can hear many cheers and jovial conversations going on. Not enough to pick up any real information, but you can generally get the feel that this entire camp is in a state of elation.
Elation?
They're
We're
happy.
trying to find out why they attacked the keep.
And why are they happy?
Remember, your goal was where the camp is, how many, what were they after, and any other possible information that you can gather.
Our goal is not to fight
Who
this
they are
giant
and
group of
what's
people
their
that will murder us all.
So it's my turn yet.
Yeah, you can.
If I...
You watched Lucius run. You lost him a little bit, but you picked him up once he got towards the end, and you're fairly certain you know exactly where Lucius is.
I'm gonna go towards Lucius.
You get try to sneak to the back of the camp.
Yep.
Roll me a stealth check if you want to sneak, or you can walk brazenly out in the open. It's your choice.
Stealth is 8.
8. So 11.
11.
You're trying to sneak around and you sneak past the kobolds, but once you go up the small little lift in the back, you notice there's tents that are in nicer condition. They seem to be much more thatched together, tanned animal hides and whatnot. And you don't see any kobolds. You see mostly humans and a few half-elves and occasional half-orcs and even a couple of half-dragons. And you hear somebody call out, "Hey, you!"
What are you going to do?
I'll look at him and tell him that I'm a cultist.
Can you say that?
You were very limited in what you can say. So, what can you try to say? Oh, you can say cultist.
Yeah.
So say
I'm gonna say cultist.
He walks up to you. Oh. Why are you sneaking around?
I said because
No,
I.
you have to read something off your list. Why are you sneaking around?
You can say, "What is that?" and then him look point that way. Say, "What is that?" Him turn. Sorry.
You can't tell him what to do.
I'm gonna say gold.
Gold? Why are you sneaking around? You're gonna say gold? Go ahead, say whatever.
Yeah, gold. Gold.
Go. Yes, we have gold. What? Did you bring gold for the treasurer?
I'm saying I'm sneaking around because I'm gonna.
You can't say that.
Do I have to give him gold?
No, you have to.
That's up to you right now.
I'll say, what is that? And then I'll run away. Just if he looks away.
Make a deception check.
I'm sorry, this is funny. What is that?
Huh?
Oh, I got a 1.
You fumbled. Oh
Let me check
no.
this one. Let me check this.
It doesn't matter. You roll a 1, that's an automatic fumble.
We'll see.
Oh, come on.
Deception is right there. It's right there. It's +4.
Oh, it's +4.
So 5. You get a 5 for deception.
I don't like where this is going. And he grabs your arm and he starts dragging you to the southeastern side of the hollow. Like, I don't think you belong here, sir.
So when I see that happening, I'm going to start quickly moving around to that side of the plateau.
Staying up top.
Staying up top.
Okay.
I'll
So-
sneakily.
He grabs you. Hey, get over here. And he calls over and you see 3 more guys start coming your way. All of them are dressed in that same armor from the rear guard. The guy, Howler.
What?
All 3 of them are dressed in that fancier armor, that black split mail armor that has the
That he has.
blades. Yes, that you have stored in your backpack right now.
I'll try acting.
And so all 3 of them come over and they're pulling out ropes and they're starting to bind your hands.
I'll show them that. I'll try and. I'll grab my dagger and I'll stab them.
Oh my gosh.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
There is an army here, Tristan. An army.
Never mind. I take it back.
No. A roll made is a roll played. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10.
A 10? With your sleight of hand?
Well, you have to add your sleight of hand.
My sleight of hand's 8.
So you have 18.
18. We're 30 minutes in and this is where we're going. I like this.
Okay, you know.
So, no, hold on.
I know.
Alright, so you pull out your dagger. Go ahead and roll for the attack. And I'll even give you advantage, because they did not see that.
6.
Advantage, so roll twice and... No. Roll to see if you hit.
Roll a die 20.
Roll your d20,
to see if you hit them. or
take the
not.
higher of the 2.
You got 18. Oh, that's
That's his first roll.
What was it?
16. 16!
Plus
16 plus...
16 should hit though.
Yeah.
My damage is 6.
And his sleight of hand.
Yeah, so 22.
22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll and add in your sneak attack damage.
I already
So
did roll.
1 die
So-
4 plus 4 plus
Yep.
another 1 die 4.
It
So
was
6
6 for
plus
my
4,
first.
so that's 10 plus another die 4.
That's a die 6.
That's 12 damage.
What?
You got 12 damage.
He said he pulled out his dagger. A dagger is a
Yeah.
die 4.
Oh, you roll a die 4.
Roll
not
a die
six.
4 and then 2d6 for
You're
your
a
sneak
little
attack.
pointy guy. I see, honey. We're trying to play the game.
Oh, wait.
I'm trying to help them.
So that's 4 plus 4, that's 8, and then roll this again.
8.
And then 5.
8, 9.
That's 13.
12, 13.
Plus 4.
So that's 17 damage total. Alright, so you quickly, before you pull your dagger out and stab one of them, and they go, ah! Go ahead and roll initiative real quick.
Okay.
No,
That
just
not
him.
just
10, 11.
your initiative. I don't know where that's at on that.
Up. Plus 4. He has 15.
15? Okay, well, I will allow you to. You have your turn first then.
Oh. Okay. Stab him right in the chest.
You're going to attack again. Okay. Go ahead and roll for the attack again. We'll say the same guy.
Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna stab him in the eye.
Ouch. Oh, that's 19. That is.
That hits. Go ahead and if you're using your dagger, that's a die 4. You're not getting sneak attack this time though.
Yeah, but
No
he
die
gets
6.
Plus what?
Where am I at this point? How far
You
am I
started chucking up. You are 150 feet up right
above him?
now. Above.
He did 4 damage.
4? Okay.
No, I got plus
Yeah,
4.
that's 2 plus 2.
What do you roll?
He rolled
2.
a 2.
2 plus 4, that's 6. 6 damage. Okay. Anything else? Movement? Bonus action?
With a movement, can I move my hand to...
You can walk. Your movement action is your walking.
Then I'll get away from him.
Alright, so as you try to move away, they all are going to try to grapple you.
You need to roll away.
Oh, right. I should have...
1.
You should have run away.
And let's see, that is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit him.
Alright, so you are grappled
That means that they're holding you. You can't move.
by 2 different people.
Great. And his strength is not high, and I'm pretty sure that's what you need to break a grapple.
Yeah. So you are forced, that's end combat, you are forced to the ground and they bind your hands and they are dragging you to a cluster of tents in the back southeast corner of the encampment.
Did my character see this?
Per character traits, I'm climbing down the wall to save him because he is my comrade and I leave no man behind.
Then you need to roll a athletics check
I
for
know.
climbing down and we're going to do a
I
stealthily
don't
stealth
want
check.
to do this.
Just leave me.
No, I'm going as fast as I can to get down.
Okay, then no stealth check.
Athletics check 12.
Okay. That should be sufficient. Yep. Yeah, that is sufficient.
And how many guys are down there with him?
He is surrounded by 4 people, 4 guards that have gathered him up.
So,
And now, okay, if you want to see what's going on, you need to roll a perception check. Because you were focused on, actually I'm going to say no, because you were focused on this large tent in the back. So no, you didn't even see this. That was hundreds of feet away from you.
yeah, I wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah, I was watching him.
Well, just because for the heck of it, I'm going to...
So,
Oh, what the heck. I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on this dumb tent under me.
you are going to,
Why?
I have no clue.
Why?
Okay.
That's not what we were supposed to be doing.
Fine.
okay, so hold on. We're getting time out. I'm not stopping the recording, but we're getting time out and discuss a few things here. Please, stay with us. Okay, what is your guys' goal?
to murder us all, apparently. There is an army. Army. Not like a
Okay,
group of guys. Army.
I'm just guess you guys haven't asked to look for this because one of those things that you guys needed to find out was like the size of the raiders group and whatnot. There is 100+ kobolds and roughly about 80 cultists that you can see.
A group of like 6 kobolds and 4 cultists almost took us out.
So 80 cultists and 100+ kobolds would totally.
Death to us all in seconds.
Death to us all.
Oh yeah, because kobolds have.
The idea was sneak here, see what's going on, get the information back.
Jason tried to run.
Now he was being sneaky.
He is bound.
He
and
got
grappled.
caught, and he stabbed them to escape.
Okay. And we're back. So, for those of you who are playing the home game, we reevaluated a few of our goals. And I think we're ready to pick it back up. Alright, so, where we stopped. Ash, our Goliath barbarian, is climbing down the rock face as fast as humanly possible. Howler is bound and being grappled and carted away. Lucius is on the western edge of the Horseshoe Plateau, looking down at the largest tent in the area.
And Cleek is hiding in the bushes.
And Cleek is hiding in the bushes, and Duskin is staying up top as well, keeping watch. Now, so, Howler, you were being carted away, and you were being pulled to, originally was going to be the cluster of tents in the southeastern edge, but as they get there, the guards say something in a language that you still do not understand, and point towards the large tent at the back of the encampment. And they start dragging you that way. By this point, Ash, you have reached the bottom, at which point you are met by several people. And they come to you and just swords out and drawn. What are you doing here? One steps forward.
Running towards him. If I have to push past them or whatever.
They are going to take attacks of opportunity against you. As you run past. You will have to run past at least 3 of them.
Disengage. I'm not engaged. There is no disengage.
They have their weapons out, drawn, and pointed at you. If you are just going to push past them, you will take attacks of opportunity. 3. Are you good with that?
I guess.
Oh, that's not get hit. That's a natural 8. It's a 10.
That misses.
It depends on what it adds to it. Please stop.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
What?
Alright.
I have an AC of 15, so 15 hits.
Wow. That's 4. Rolled a 1. And the last one, well, if 10 hits, then an 18 is definitely get hit. And that is 8 points of damage.
So total or 4 plus 8?
No, the first one was 4, and then 8.
Okay.
So. And as you rush by, they all say, "Stop! Stop! Get back!" And as you're running by, you just hear a chorus of people just hollering out to stop you. And you can just hear a loud horn from the back guard tower. Lucius, you definitely hear this go. And you hear a loud clamor from the entire camp. They are no longer jovial and elated and happy, but you hear a loud ruckus go throughout the camp. So, Howler, you're getting dragged forward. Lucius, you can see all of this unfolding before you. Looking down, you can tell now that it's Howler being dragged over to this large tent, and you can see clearly the large Goliath charging forward. So, Howler, Ash, Howler, what you see before you is this very large tent. This tent is larger by the other ones easily. It is, we'll see, anywhere from about 50 feet in diameter and stands an easy 30 feet tall. That was a dog.
Are you okay?
Just throwing that out there.
Okay, I think it's good. Maybe not. Oh, that's a
And on top of the 4 guards that are carting you over there, you not only see them, but you have 4 more in very similar armor that are standing around this tent, along with 4 of the very large lizards. All are standing outside of this tent. Lucius, you also see this. Ash, you see the exact same thing, but you also see Howler getting dragged over towards them by 4 more.
Maybe they're
For a total of 8 of the veteran cultists that you ran into earlier, and 4 of the large lizard creatures.
I got it. Lots of bad guys.
Maybe they're nice.
So you're coming up real quick on them, and as you get there, Howler, one just goes, "We have a intruder! We must speak with Foleth Mondeth." Yes.
Lucius is going to slap his head from both of these people's stupidity.
Hey, I'm not
Okay.
stupid. I just tried getting information.
You said gold.
That's fair enough.
I said I was gonna get gold.
As you come running up, you hear this Foleth Mondeth. And one of the guards that they had approached just goes, "And what of that one?" and pulls out 2 swords, and they see you charging, and the lizards just immediately get down and just bare their teeth. And out from the tent, you see a large for a medium creature, 6'3", broad-shouldered, blue-scaled dragonborn come out wearing purple armor and a spear on one side and a shield on the other, and goes, "What's going on?" And looks over and sees you charging, and you just see this grin curl up onto his maw, and he just steps forward in front of all of them, raises his spear up and shield forward. Are you going to attack, or?
I'm not going. I just want to grab him and go.
That's the boss.
Okay, then go ahead and roll initiative. And Lucius, you can go ahead and roll initiative as well if you have any intention of interfering in this.
Oh, no. I'm just gonna interfere with some bushes and pick some berries so I can eat them and watch this. I'm just gonna pick berries and watch this all unfold.
13.
I could strangle you right now. I was.
Is he supposed to be rolling, or is he already? He's already rolled one, hasn't he?
I don't have a pencil.
Oh, I can fix that.
Cleek. Go get a pencil from Ash.
I'm just gonna watch this all unfold.
Never mind. Thank you.
Yeah,
Cleek is hiding in the bushes doing nothing. For those of you who are wondering, where's Cleek? Alright, so, Ash, what is your initiative?
13.
Not your phone.
Oh, thank you. Every time. So no, 11.
What is your initiative, Howler?
Oh, my initiative? Oh, I didn't roll.
So roll.
Me done hiding in bushes.
Where's the
Yeah. Me keep on getting leaves in my mouth.
Keep getting leaves in your mouth.
Me done hiding in bushes.
I'm just picking the bushes. And
8?
8.
You better not grab my beak, or I
And
will hit you.
okay, really wasn't expecting it to go this way, but it has. All right, so Ash, you are first. How would you like to proceed?
How far am I from Howler?
You are about 30 feet away from Howler right now.
All right, then I'm going to run up to Howler. That is my movement.
Okay.
And then try to break the grapple on him.
All right, so roll a strength check
Okay.
against, we'll say, both of the guards that are holding him.
Why not just chop their arms both off?
What'd you roll? Okay, well, I will still. Wow, okay, I rolled 2 die 20s and both got 17. So, no. You run up and you grab and pull back and they pull him right back. That is your movement, your action. You still have a bonus.
I don't have anything to do with my bonus.
You can rage.
She can rich?
Rage.
Rage.
I guess I can rage. I don't know how much good it's going to do me right
Well,
now,
it would have
but
done you a lot better beforehand, actually, now that I think about it, because you get a advantage on your strength checks when you are raging.
oh, yeah.
Too little, too
So,
late.
guess I'm raging.
Okay, Howler, you are bound and grappled. What would you like to do? By the way, Cleek, are you still hiding in the bushes?
She said she was coming out of the bushes.
Okay, then roll initiative, please. Howler, what are you doing?
I'll tell the leader to can it.
22.
Okay.
22.
Is that your whole turn?
Are you going to try to break the grapple?
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
Can it plus break the grapple.
Alright, then roll a strength check to try to break the grapple.
22.
My character is just watching from on top of the horseshoe, eating berries.
What's it known on Barry?
What'd you get?
Your strength isn't on your
he got a
skills
one.
list, honey. What'd you roll,
You
Tristan?
rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1, then you just tell him you rolled a 1. That you automatically
Yeah.
fail when you roll a 1.
You try to, but they just hold you all the tighter.
Apparently, we're not allowed to break your grapple.
Apparently not. Not with ones. Alright, that brings it to their turn. So, let's go right here. So, the guards that are holding Howler, they're going to drag and force you to the ground. And with a, go ahead and roll a opposed strength check to see if you can even stay up. Let me know if you get anything better than a natural 20. Did you roll a 20?
I got
Howler.
Did you roll a 20?
No.
Okay, I rolled a natural 20. You are now pinned to the ground.
Pin?
So, that is those 2 turns. So, Crying Wrath steps forward and goes, "This one's mine!" and comes up right next to you, Ash. And the other guards all take a step back and they form a little horseshoe around you as Crying Wrath comes forward. So, let's see, what hell shall I have him do? Okay. So he decides, actually looking at you, takes the shield, throws the spear, grabs the greatsword from his back, pulls it forward. And on top of everything, roll a dexterity check. That's how he's going to start this.
$14.
14, luckily you make the save. Because he looks at you, takes one It just and lets out a line of lightning from his mouth.
Whoa. He's a lightning dragon?
That's
Oh, that ain't cool.
I don't have any
17 for a total of 9 points of damage since you get it halved since you made the save.
How far does command go?
And then he is going to go ahead and action surge, step forward to you, and he's going to hit you twice. Maybe. Both of those are now. 1 and 2. Not so good with the after the breathing. So, that is the end of his turn, which brings us to Cleek. You are
What are you gonna do?
on the completely other side. They are here. You are all the way over here, about
Roll initiative.
400 feet away.
Where is the shoe horse hoof in the middle? Because that's where I want to go to Derek.
So you're trying to go to where Derek is?
Yes, he's eating berries. Just watching us. I will tell Derek that we need his help.
I'm rolling
Okay, so
He's
you're
watching
going
what's
to make your
happening.
way over towards Lucius. Okay.
berries.
I've already started rolling.
Oh, you already rolled initiative, but you don't have anything else to do right now.
Ash, it is your turn now.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Is he still right next to me?
I'm rolling.
You now have the blue dragonborn in between you and he is getting and Howler. Howler is on the ground with 4 other guards around him.
And this big dude in front of me. Why do I have to be playing what I'm playing? I'm attacking
Okay.
my axe. I don't want to, because it's a bad idea. No, I already got one. You stole
Don't
one.
forget that you are raging. Don't forget you can also recklessly attack.
So, what does the reckless attack do?
It gives you advantage.
Please stop. Well, I get advantage.
But
Strength
everybody
checks
gets
and
advantage
saving
against you as well.
throws. I also have frenzy attack. But I don't think until later. I don't know. It says wow.
You can go into a frenzy from your rage.
Okay.
Reckless attack is you just decide before you roll that you are attacking recklessly.
Okay.
This gives you advantage.
Sorry, I don't see the information about frenzy except that it says I can make a single weapon melee attack as a bonus action
Yes.
on each of my turns, but it doesn't say anything about how I frenzy. All right. But I'm gonna attack, so that's I don't know it. And that's an 18. Yeah, please stop. So 24 to hit him with my great axe.
24 hits.
Okay. And then I gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws. That's not +2 melee damage with strength weapons. So I add 2 melee damage, correct?
Yep.
To my. Okay.
Howler, you are on deck if you want to do anything.
I'm gonna
Well, that sucks. 7 melee damage because I rolled a 1.
Mom,
Honey, calm down.
Okay.
Then go get a drink.
He takes the hit and just shrugs it off. And Howler, what are you doing? What'd you get?
Doesn't seem like I'm really able to do anything.
You have to break the pin of 2 people and then stand up and take half your movement. So that'd be your action and then half your movement.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead and try to roll a contested strength check.
Pretty sure it's a -1, buddy. You're gonna have to roll really high. Go to here. Yeah, your strength is -1. So what did you get? What'd you roll?
11.
So 10.
10?
Yeah. You're
No, not good enough. You get out from under the boot of one, but the other one still keeps you pinned down to the ground. Alright, that is Howler's turn. It is now their turn. They are going to spend half of their movement to drag you away from this fight. So now he is 15 feet away from you. And then it is Crying Rats.
So is this a different person than the Frolith Mondeth?
Yes, Fulham Monday. And he is going to attack twice. That first attack is a no. He swings wide and you duck and parry it out of the way. His second one, though, a 16 hit.
Yep.
For 7, 11 points of damage. But you are raging, so that's halved, so 5. And that brings us back to the top of the order. So it's Cleek, who is still on her way to get to Lucius.
Okay.
And which brings us to Lucius. It's your turn.
I'm gonna blow up the tent. To distract people.
Okay.
Like, hey, everyone, look at this.
How are you blowing up the tent?
I have Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast is not a boom.
Oh. Well, then
Fireball is a boom, and you don't have a fireball.
Well then, I'm gonna. How far away is this Cryrath alive?
From where you are, you maybe on 225 to 250.
Eldritch Blast hits that.
Yes, it does, since you have an Eldritch Spear. That's 300 feet now.
Okay, so I gotta roll to see if I hit.
Ash, you are on deck.
Huh?
What'd you roll there?
Who's on deck?
Oh my
Your
gosh!
Eldritch Blast goes down. The dice are not liking them today. Your Eldritch Blast goes down and strikes the ground just to the left of the fight. He takes a glance up and looks. And he barks out a command, and you see 2 of the guards that had met them at the tent peel away and start running towards the guard tower.
Oh no.
Ash, you are up.
So I can frenzy at any point in time. Is that a bonus,
As a bonus action, yep.
Okay, it just gives me an extra attack, right?
Yep.
Then I'm gonna frenzy.
Okay.
And that gives me an extra. I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
So, and then I need to roll for the second attack too, right? For the
You
frenzy.
use your bonus to go into a frenzy. So
Okay.
every round after this, you get your second attack.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So,
Oh, Mommy got a nat 20.
Does anything happen when you roll like a
Mommy
crit?
got a nat
You double the dice roll.
Okay.
Click.
Yes, duh. Okay. So 22, 26. I just rolled an 11 on my die 12.
Ow!
And it was a crit, so it's 22 plus 4. So 26.
Okay. Ouch. All right, Howler. What are you doing?
I will try to stand.
Okay. Go ahead and make your strength checks.
Roll your die 20.
17.
You rolled 17, so it's 16. You have a -1 on your strength check.
You get out from under the feet. You are no longer pinned.
So then you're going to stand up, right? And that's half your movement, so you could still use the other half of your movement to try to move away from them, correct?
He can stand up and then use his move. The rest of the half of his movement to move away. Yes.
Yes, if you want to try to move away from them.
Yep. I will do that.
Okay.
I have a circle of dudes around me, though, don't I?
You have a half moon
Okay.
or a horseshoe. Take your
No,
pick.
wait, no one knew I was there, so I should have taken advantage on that. On that attack.
the round is over.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Dang it.
And you only have advantage if I give it to you. Next time, try.
What do I have to
Come on, roll.
move?
You don't roll to move.
Yeah,
You
just move.
Which way do you want to move? Do you want to move towards Ash? Do you want to run away?
I got her.
I am going to move towards Ash.
Okay. So that's you're 15 feet. You are right next to Ash. In combat. Still bound. So you are still bound and everything else. Is that all you want to do?
I will. I will tell the leader. To die.
Okay. So you tell him to die.
In a very mean way.
In a very mean way.
You
Got
can't
it.
control how you say it. You just mimic it the same way you've heard it.
Okay.
So, then it is the enemy's turn.
Please stop that.
The guards that were holding you are just going to form up and complete the circle. That way you are now fully enclosed around Kyronrath, who is going to go ahead and he is going to attack Ash yet again.
Makes him angry.
And I'm going to guess that those do not hit. 15 and a 13.
15. 13 does not hit.
Alright,
My AC is 15.
DM.
so that is 2,
He's trying to do something right now.
7, 11 for another 5 damage.
Yes.
But as he,
Do I take half? Oh, so you already have it.
yeah, I will always have it for you.
Okay.
And then another person exits out of the tent, looks at the situation, says some arcane words and gestures with her hand, pointing right at you. And I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Is that a 1? No, it's not. Thank God. It was a 7. Just looked like a 1. But it's a 6 because my wisdom is -1.
And you immediately, after taking the hit, you go, and she casts Hold Person. You are frozen.
Great.
DM.
And at which time
Just hang on.
she calls out, "What's going on here?" Which brings us to Cleek, who is still on her way to Lucius. I'll say you arrive there at the end of this round, so you're with Lucius at the end of this. Brings us to Lucius. It is your turn. What do you want to do?
How close are the guys to me that are running towards the guard tower?
They are about 250 to 270 feet away.
How far is the guard tower?
The guard tower from where you are? It's about maybe, we'll say 200 feet, and it has 2 guards in it.
Just remember your goal here. Okay? Always remember your goal here. Your character may or may not care about saving
Yeah.
Howler and I.
So my character will blast the one of the legs off of the tower so that it falls over.
Go ahead and roll for attack.
You're gonna die.
That's 21.
You're gonna die.
All right, you hit your target. Go ahead and roll damage. Ash,
Yes.
it is your turn next. You are unable to do anything. You're paralyzed, but you can roll a saving throw at the end of your turn.
I got a 2.
Another
You
wisdom
hit
save.
it, and you can see a little bit of scorch marks. Yep.
Doesn't blow up yet.
12.
You do not break the hold person's
Yay. I'm dead.
Howler, you are completely surrounded in a circle of large lizards, guards, and standing next to a paralyzed Ash. And you're in this circle with a very angry blue dragonborn.
What? Because I called it. Because I said him a lot of mean things.
Oh, no, he's angry because he got hit really hard by Ash.
Aw, that's.
You are still bound? Your hands are bound together?
I'm gonna check something.
What are you going to do?
Him really hard.
I'm checking what I have in my backpack.
He hit my friend.
Are you going to fight them? Or are you going to run? Those are your options. Fight or run. And if you run, you're going to have to break your way through the circle of people. Fight or flight.
Fight or flight?
Decide. Fight or flight. Flight is run away. You going to fight or are you going to flee?
Fly. I'm gonna call Mia. I'll ask Mia if she can let
So,
me out.
flee. You want to flee.
Yep.
Alright, so you're staying in the circle because you need to wait for her turn before she can do anything.
Yep.
We all need to.
I need help from Mia or Derek.
Alright, so on their turn, the guards come
You
together.
can fly him.
The guards are going to come together. 4 of them are going to start binding you in heavy ropes, and 4 more are going to circle around you and try to grapple you. That's a no on those 2. You slip through. Ha! Ha! You're too quick. Dodge and weave. But an 18, I'm guessing, does get you. So you are now grappled by 1. So that is 1 grappling you. You are being bound together. And that brings it to Kyan Rath's turn. He is just going to sit there and he's going to... That does not get his breath weapon back. He is going to glance up to where you are because you are no longer hidden. And he's going to bark a few more orders. And that brings us to the other person who exited out. She looks up at you, says something to Fallen Rats, and he starts running towards the guard tower as well. And before he goes, she will cast 1 spell, and that will end their turn.
Okay. Well.
So,
Mia's here. Cleek is that with me.
Howler, you are bound. Ash,
Paralyzed.
Cleek, Lucius.
Oh, I'm frozen. I guess.
After you are bound, the whole person drops,
Okay.
and you are just bound together. Your weapons are gone. You have been disarmed, and you are also, your armor is taken off as well. Howler, the same is done for you. Lucius, Cleek, do you still want to proceed?
Yes. I'm gonna blast the tower plug again.
Roll for another strike.
I'm trying to knock
Cleek,
over
what would you like to do?
before they can get...
We're not winning this fight, guys.
I'm gonna give up for now. And I'm just gonna pick berries and eat them.
That's a 13. Does a 13 hit the leg?
13 hits the leg, yes.
Are you-
Roll for damage.
Because I know they're probably
Not
gonna-
giving
You're not
up
gonna try to
until
help
I'm
anybody
dead.
escape?
No, because I don't
Okay.
So you're dead. We're
5.
not giving up until Derek.
Okay.
Too
Fall
many
over
chocolate at
yet.
once.
No.
Dang it. I need that thing to
You keep hitting it, but that's about it. We're going to expedite this process a little bit more. You guys are bound and on your knees before Fulam Mandath. I cannot speak right now.
Mama?
As you are throwing Eldritch Blasts at the leg of the guard tower, Cleek, while you have given up, you see Kyron Wrath, the blue dragonborn, running towards you with other guards in tow. They are coming to capture you. What are you going to do? They're about 60 feet away.
I'm going to
Are
fly
they
up and hide.
flying or something?
No, they went to the guard tower, climbed up, and then climbed up again. I am expediting this process.
I'm going to fly up in
Are you running away?
flying up. I'm not running away. I'm not attacking. I'm flying.
So, oh, she's flying out there.
Are you flying away?
Yes,
Okay.
Wait,
all the
what
way
about
away
Dustin?
from my groups to the north.
So,
Northway.
okay. Then you are going to
You don't need to roll anything.
move. Use your action to move. That gets in her fly speed of 50.
Yes.
Okay, so you're 100 feet away. Got it. Lucius.
I'm gonna shout Dustin's name. Dustin! Dustin!
Duskin is just chilling.
Duskin hears you,
We need help!
but is still remaining hidden.
We need help, Dustin!
Because Duskin is smart.
Duskin decided to play it safe.
I'm gonna blast leg again.
Stop.
Dustin, you're
Okay.
stupid!
Either play or don't play, but stop this.
That's an 11. Does that hit?
11 hits, yes.
11? 2.
All right.
I need help.
You're staying somewhere on this guard tower's leg.
I need help. Don't worry about it.
At this point, though, they are 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
Kynrath stops. And a line of lightning spews forth from his mouth. Go ahead and roll me a dex save.
It looks like you and Duskin might be the only ones left alive after this. Yeah, I see. You have my die force.
Dexterity.
It's not on your skills list, honey.
Right.
Saves.
Stop playing with the dice.
I'm guessing an 8 does not save me.
No, and it does not. You take 24 points of lightning damage.
What the fudge?
You didn't save, so you took the full attack.
These guys are way above our level, buddy.
Are
we're
you
not
still
intended
standing?
to fight them.
He doesn't really care. I can get hit by a kobold and die now.
Okay, so you're still standing. Got it. We'll say that is now your turn, Lucius. What would you like to do? Cleek, are you still flying away?
Yes.
Okay.
To north side.
Are you
I'm gonna
trying to fly
blast
back
this
towards the
jerk.
keep?
Yes, I'm going back to the
Got it.
So he's 30 feet away from me?
Yep, he is 30 feet away from you.
I'm gonna shoot him with all 3
that.
scorching rays.
All right, roll for the attacks.
First one, that's a 15.
You guys are wily tonight.
Plus what? Does it say on the card?
It will not say on the card. It says on your character sheet.
And spells.
It should be with your spell attack.
Plus 6, that's 21.
21 hits. Roll for your other two.
21. 7 plus 6, 7,
But you're flying away right now, so.
13.
13 does not hit, so you still got one.
$19.
19 hits, so you got two that hit.
And that is 2 dice 6, I believe. Yes. So that's
That's-
4 dice 6.
Yep, so go ahead and roll your dice.
4. Wait, how much?
It does, you're not adding anything to it, bud.
4. 4. 9.
Oh, I forgot you're not taking
12.
Call me if you need me.
13. I'll fire the one into his knee, the other one into the right.
Alright, you hit him.
Right
No.
arm.
You're not calling the shots. Alright, you hit him, and he just takes it. And he just charges forward closer.
Okay, that's not.
Nope. Does not get his breath weapon back. But he comes forward with his great sword raised up high. I dropped my dice. And he's going to take 2 swings at you. And so the first one is a 23.
Yeah, that is.
And then the other one is a 22.
I just dropped
Pretty sure
it.
both of those hit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Roll.
So yeah, you are unconscious.
I'm just gonna use my death saving throw.
So,
Please be a 20.
no.
Aw, man.
So, we're going to go ahead and expedite this a little bit more. You come back to consciousness
Okay.
with 4 hit points. You are bound, gagged, you are all restrained, and you are kneeling before a female in purple robes. Standing to her right, you see the blue dragon born, known as Chiron Ra. The female looks down at you and says, "You are in the presence of Fulham Mondath. And you are my captors. What are you doing here?" And that is where we're going to stop tonight. So, that went good.
I do not agree
So,
with this
nobody
evaluation.
died. Plus,
Well, I'm out of here.
yay. So, our band of adventurers are captured. They are captured by the enemy, restrained and in front of the one who is in charge of the raids on Greenest. Let's find out what happens next time. I'm excited to find out. Believe it or not, Khalik is not excited. So, anyways, despite everything, I had fun. I don't know about the family. Did the family have fun?
Not really.
It can't be a win every day, right? So, from all of us at Family Dungeon, thank you and bye.
Bye.
So, hope you liked it. Hope you had fun. We had fun. So please, like and subscribe. Think the button's gonna be here. Maybe. Who knows? I have no idea. This will be done in post-production. That's a fancy word. Have fun.